annoyed by someone? Has that something stressed you up? So just think about your day, how your day began. And let's start with anger, because we'll talk about it. And I was thinking about myself, for example. When you wake up in the morning and you're asleep, you're supposed to, maybe like I teach, I'm supposed to go for a meeting or go to teach. Sleep well. I start getting annoyed because nimelala sana. Sijui najikasirikia mwenyewe ama nakasirikia usingizi ama nakasirikia nini? Okitara. Maybe it was a cold day. I didn't get warmer in the morning, whatever warm means. And then I wake up in the morning. I wake up in the morning as I'm taking my shower. Stima zinapotea. In the middle of a shower, umejaa sabuni. You can tunaona hiyo picha. So it means you take a cold shower ama maji inakatika. Maji kwa katika ukioga. Uko na sabuni unashangaa hata kuoni iko tu hapo. Now I start making noise on set. Somehow I'll warm water and shower. Of course, lazima uoge anyway. Then on my way to making a cup of tea, niwakishe gas. Gas inatoka na madharau sana. Sio hivyo? Inafanya nini? Idadi haijaiva ni bichi. Chai haijachemka. Oh my goodness. Then I'm like, to hell, today is a bad day. But if you are a suspicious person or believe in witchcraft, utasema, I woke up, sijui upande gani wa kitanda. Angalia mtu alinipigia simu jana ndiye ameniroga leo. And then you wake up, maybe you are supposed to go to work, you're driving. On my way, as I'm trying to start my car, for whatever reason, either the battery cannot start, or I have a flat tire. I'm confirming that it's a bad day. I'm like, crazy. Kwani nimefanyia Mungu nini? And I start looking for excuses. Ama ni mwanafunzi yule nilikasirisha jana. And I'm like, okay. And then now I'm already too late. My boss is calling me. But on my way out, the house girl is telling me, the house girl was very interesting. Is when you are leaving, unamwambia wadau utapika nini jioni? Mpike mchele na stew. Hakuna mchele. Oh, so I start making noise. But I said you tell me, chakula itaisha 2 days before. What do you expect me to do? I am making noise. Na house girl anapikia watoto wanani? Wow. Are you seeing issues of anger? So as I'm going now, I live in Kenyatta Road. There's a lot of traffic on the way, especially at the golf club. I sometimes sijui inatokana. Ama ni golfers wanachezanga asubuhi. Na hizo maroli. Asiendi, now I'm making noise, I'm shouting at the other drivers. Mbona nakatokeni kwa barabara? Na my drivers pia, both of them are men. They're looking at this woman and they're thinking what is wrong with him. Tunafaa kuwa nyumbani sio kutusumbua kwa barabara. Now I'm getting more worked up. If you're going to take a matatu, you start getting annoyed with the matatu, the driver, the conductor. Mmekubaliana ni 50 bob and kurudisha 60. And we have argued over 10 bob. Unajiuliza what was I at 10 shillings? And it reminds you hakuna mahali utanipeleka. So when I'm getting to work, I am so mad. And the boss is so mad with me. And at the end of the day, I said it was a bad day. People react. How do you react? I wanted you to recall when you're waking up to a bad day. For example, what has stressed you today? Is it yourself? Because you are poor in planning your day? And when I was talking about this, I thought about discipline. And I thought about you because you guys understand discipline better than me. Discipline is the practice of training people to obey rules. People are governed by a code of ethics, like us. When I was a teacher, we had the code of ethics for the teacher from the Teacher Service Commission. Here, you're highly governed by rules and regulations. And I was coming in, one thing that scares me about getting to your place here is how there's a lot of order. Because from the gate, I have to make sure I move very slowly. And it is well written, stop here for clearance. So you need discipline. So if you find clear repeat, I'll be in trouble. Then I'm told, park here. And I have to park as guided. Then I'm told, when in nani, and I say, protocols are, when pale, I do that. Discipline. And I thought about that. If you are not disciplined, so as I came in, the place is clean. In fact, I was wondering, should I remove my shoes? When I got in here, it is so clean, I was almost removing my shoes. That is discipline. Now, I was thinking about life and discipline. And saying, even if you have all the money in the world, we know very rich people Talk about our politicians in Kenya, globally. If you don't have discipline, then you are not going to be successful. If you are the most educated person in the world, and you don't have discipline, will you be successful? If you have the best career in the world, and when I thought about this, I thought about, even if you are the most handsome and the most beautiful person in the world, and you don't have discipline, you cannot get yourself anywhere. As men, because now I'm talking to you, if you're not disciplined, yourself, personal discipline, and then you discipline, you pass the same to your children, you pass the same to your spouse, then you are going to have a very chaotic family. Remember, we said a man is the head of the family. So you have to lead by example. You are the role model, as we said earlier. And then, when I thought about stresses of life, I thought, we also need to think about mental and psychological health. Stress management, because we go through stress, and stress is inevitable. We need to think about what I've talked about, and then I'll give you something small about happiness and success tips. And I was asking, as we go through this, how do you say someone is successful? What is the measure of success? This is a very complicated question. But you realize that it's a cocktail of many things that we need to have in our lives. So what are the life challenges and changes? So we need to discuss some of these issues. Life changes. How to handle changes in life. What is your attitude, for example, towards work? What is attitude? We shall also look at that. And I said earlier in the other session, the people who you either can have a positive attitude or a negative attitude. How do we develop attitudes? Like you say, I cannot eat this, I cannot eat this. I cannot marry from this tribe. And then we have a lot of stereotypes. All our tribes, there is a stereotype. There are those who talk about people loving money, others loving some colors, others loving China, kuku, others doing nini. You get the point? But are they valid? Maybe you love the woman, but because she came from another tribe, we need to look at all these things. What is the attitude of your family? Do you want to work? When you're told to go to work in the morning, I want you to look at the social media on Friday. The kind of things people post. Furahia day. Watu wanasherehekea. Ikifika Monday, Sunday, jioni, people are lamenting. And I'm asking my colleagues the other day, because when you call people to work, they're complaining. And I remember our former Vice Chancellor, Professor Mugenda, whom I respect so much. She employed me and she taught us so many things. Among them, hard work, being committed, and giving it your best. She'll tell us if you're told to sweep, clean. Badala ya kufagia, tafuta sabuni, osha. So issues of commitment. And among the things she was telling us is, if you're complaining about work, yet you applied for a job to go to work, then also complain at the end of the month when you're going to pick your salary. So unalipa kwa ile kazi umefanya. So complain, go to the bank saying, kwa nini wamenilipa pesa nyingi hivyo? Sitachukua hii pesa. Is anyone who complains? No one. Do you complain when you're getting a salary? So the same way you don't complain, you complain kidogo. Simple. Because umechukua loan zote to do what you are supposed to do. The worst thing is uchukue loan, uende Mombasa na kadem, mkunywe zote. You're going to be in a lot of trouble because msichana atakuacha and you lose your job. Important things. What is your attitude towards yourself? You talk about personal branding. Who are you? When you're trying to identify yourself, it is more important to know that you need to give yourself positive attributes. So you say your name, you are a man, I'm a woman, where you come from, you go talk about maybe what you do. But there's something we are told always to say, that you need to come up with a positive attribute, a label about yourself. For example, when you look at these colors here, and even the logos that are used at your place of work, it's a symbol of who you are. When you look at Safaricom and Airtel, they have their way of identity. Or Coca-Cola, Fanta, those who take out drinks, makes us equal as no equal. Those are all logos. So how would you describe yourself? Who are you? And what I learned is you need to come up. I used to teach Swahili. So when in Swahili we have kivumishi. I know it's you can take yourself back. Kifumishi ni neno ambalo linaelezea zaidi kuhusu nomino. Kifumishi is like an adjective. So we were told, write your name, like my name is Lucy. Out of my name, get one letter and look for a positive adjective. Get the point? For example, if you are called John, I'm trying to think, or any name, just think about your name. For example, my name is Lucy. When I want to feel good about myself, I say, lovely Lucy. So even when I'm having a very bad day, I remind myself I'm very lovely and wonderfully created by God's image. Are you getting there? So please, can you come up with a positive attribute about yourself? Personal branding. That is why you can know someone is a musician, someone is an actor, someone is a doctor, someone is a lawyer, even how you dress. That's why we have a dress code. There's a day when you are formal. And I keep on telling my students who are very notorious because they dress badly. Like the girls in campus, I tell them by the time in first year, they dress fully. By the time they are getting to fourth year, who was Meisha? Fupi, tubo katni, bear, and we are training them to be teachers. What do you wear when you go to swim? A swimming costume. So if you went to swim in the morning, and there was mass at 11, then ukasema hakuna haja kuvaa nguo. Si mimi naenda kanisa kuabudu Mungu. And then you step into the church in a swimming costume, and what still you go to receive Holy Communion. Angalia demu sasa amejaza kama mimi. Swimming costume. What will people say? You are crazy. See the way? So when it comes to dressing also, as we have seen, and I'm very impressed, and I'll say this again, especially women have a problem of knowing what to wear, where, and how. How do you, your identity, and even at your nature of work, these are the expectations. So I gave you an assignment of rebranding yourself. That is why you decide this is what I wear, maybe kofia, for example, personal branding. But personal branding is not just physical. Starting from your mind, your brain. What are you feeding your brain with? What kind of language do you speak? When you start to speak, what do people expect you to say? If people are told to say one word about you, what would they say? There's somebody who starts to speak what wanacheka. They know huyu ni comedian, na wanajua huyu anapenda matusi sana. Kuna watu kama hao. Kuna mtu mwingine akisimama kuongea, kila mtu anamsikiza makini because anajua I will learn something from that person. And of course with our social media, we have been messed up by pornography. My son, he had Form 4. When he was in Form 2, alinisumbua sana. Sana. I was getting a depression. And out of curiosity or maybe stupidity, I decided to check his phone. What did I say there? And I always thought I had a very innocent boy, and I loved my son to bits. And I saw crazy bad things that I went to church to pray for him. And I wondered, my little boy. And then one photo they were even taken drinking chrome. I was telling my son, you are not my son. I was telling my friend, this is not the son. You see how mothers are in denial. And a friend of mine laughed and told me, you know what, that is so normal. It is so normal because they experiment, but it is not the right thing. I saw pornography in his phone. I cried. I was like, oh, my son knows these things. You know, I thought he was a very innocent son. And the counselor I went to talk to told me, be very sincere with yourself. Did you ever, when you were small, in secondary school, watch pornography? Would anyone say, do you remember when you were little, when you were in us, my generation, as we are old, do you remember, kuna tukitabu tulikuwa tunasoma tukificha? After 4:30. Unakumbuka hizo tukitabu vitabu? Hizo. So what I'm trying to say is this. These things happen, but the approach you use. So I decided to change my approach towards my son, and I said, now, this boy of mine is not a child anymore. Your attitude towards life. Life is full of challenges. Every day you wake up, there will be a challenge. Even if you marry the best woman, even if you have the best career, everyone is going through a difficult moment. And actually, no one has it all. No one. Even if you talk to our president today, atakwambia alahi, nashanga ulali na mbona pesa zote. There's something bothering him. So don't ever think that you are the only one who is going through a difficult moment. We all go through difficult moments. But what counts is your approach to addressing your problem. So what is attitude and what is change? Change is inevitable and seems to be the order of the day. Every day, if you have children, one time that child was in the womb, the child was born, kadogo tu hata ukaosha unaogopa, kakaanza kusema mama, kama ilikuwa first born wako, you are telling everyone, haki mtoto wangu ameanza kuongea. So it's very important for us to develop positive attitudes towards change. So you need to identify the gains that will be derived from change. So when you develop a positive attitude, it is very easy for you to manage change. Because I said, and it is known that change is inevitable. Every day you wake up, and I remember something, when you are young, you are very energetic. As you grow old, you are here, even that's turning gray. That is change, and you have to accept it. Either you spend today your hair or remain with white hair. That is change. It's inevitable. Unfortunately, most people see change as a threat. So they are not willing to accept change. When they do so, they tend to develop a liking for change. Consequently, those who are able to accept change, they develop a positive attitude. Positive attitude is what we are talking about here. An attitude that change is costly, time-consuming, unnecessary, and all that. Here is all about ensuring that you have a positive attitude. Do your self-evaluation and see what are the things that you take positively, what are the things that you take negatively. Now, negative attitudes, they demand a lot of mental and physical energy. And that is why now when you have a negative attitude, you start getting depressed and stressed. You start losing opportunities because of your negative attitude towards change. And we are saying positive attitudes towards change can be developed. How do you develop a positive attitude? You ensure that you understand the reasons for the change. Once you understand the reason for the change, then it will help you develop a positive attitude. And also look at it that it is not necessarily punitive. That change is not necessarily punitive. I remember one time I went through a difficult time. I lost my mother, and I was very bitter with life. When I went for counseling, the counselor told me things that were not very comfortable at that time. And told me, how old are you? I said, I am the last born, yes. He told me, you are so lucky. When did your mother pass on? I said, you're already working, yes. And then he tells me, you are lucky that your mother died when you already here. She had taken you to school and she had paid for my master's, and you're already established. I looked at that counselor, I told him, what are you telling me? I wanted my mother to live so that I would her. I was already started, I thought of building for my mother a house, because of my concerns. And I was pained, I was going through pain. I would see a woman who looked like my mother in town, I followed them. And one time I even saw one who was wearing a dress like my mother. I don't know whether I was either crazy or it was true. Nikafuata nikaona si mamangu. Nikakaa kwa corridor nikalia kabisa. Na watu wanapenda kulia sana. Anyway, I went again for counseling. And I told the counselor, I thought about what you told me. Because he told me, if you want to know you are not badly off, look at the people who are doing badly. There are people who lost their parents and they leave children when they are little. Simple. That may even explain where there are so many street children. Watoto wana mtu wa kuangalia. Wewe umepoteza mamako ukiwa mtu mzima. And that is when the song prayed and I was touched where you count your blessings. You get the point? So I decided, wow, let me look at it positively. And then the counselor told me something. My mom got stroke. So I said, I wish I had gone home earlier to take her to hospital. My counselor told me, you could have taken her to hospital, but the stroke was bad kabisa. Pengine ameishi miaka 10 akiwa bedridden. You get the reasoning. And I'm telling you, but I would have done, I can be a stroke if it hits what part of the brain, blah, 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 blah. So he tells me, what would have happened, it would have been very difficult for you and the family. And especially you, because you're the one who's taking care of your mother. It It means then all your life for the next 10 years ungekuwa unamwangalia. Mungu akaamua mchukue akupumzishie mzigo. Did it make sense then? But now as I've grown old, I look at it and say, now it makes sense. What I'm saying, your attitude, and after that day, I said, you know what, I'm not crying again. I gave it my best, she's gone, she's gone. And you know what, death is inevitable. So and then somebody asked us the other day, if you ask today whom you want, whom in your family, ungetaka akufe kwanza, ama asikufe. Uchague mtu mmoja, in your nuclear family akufe, unachagua nani? Utasema huwezi chagua, si ndio? Then the counselor also told us, do you know somehow, one of the members of the family atakufa before, kuna mtu mmoja atakufa kwanza. Either ni wewe, ama mimi, ama one of your close family members. How will you cope with that? If you decide to deny and say, it's not fair, oh, what, how will you move on? But if you accept change, so we are saying positive attitude makes you understand the reasons for change, and that the change may not be necessarily punitive. Now, positive attitudes can be developed by having different views towards change. You can also reduce negative attitude by getting sufficient information about a certain occurrence, prediction, or the future. We also need to learn to appreciate the things that we cannot change. One of them is death. It is inevitable, it is usiwe unaishi peke yako. Have friends and acquaintances about now. We need education, because education is empowering. It opens your mind. We are talking about the lifelong learning. Think of what you can do. There's something you can learn every day. There's something new you can learn. My understanding of success encompasses all these things. But it may not be 100%, but at least try and see whether you can combine and fit all these things in your life. Now, when we talk about success, how do we become successful? We have to be committed to everything we do. Commitment, discipline, what I talked about discipline earlier on. Family, be committed to your family. And I'm telling you men, at times men neglect their families. You give responsibilities to your wife. Jitajua watoto watavaa nini, wataenda shule nini, watakula nini, wewe unaponda raha. You get what I'm talking about? When the kids grow, they see what is happening. And I want to ask you, if you have children in school and they need money, pocket money or anything, whom do they call? Do they call you? Dad, nitumie fare. Dad, nitumie pocket money. Unatumanga ukipigiwa simu? Ama wakipiga na nipigia mamako? Do you attend your parents, your children's functions in school? Ama unasema hiyo ni kazi ya mama? Lakini results zikitoka vizuri, sherehe. Now, as the kids grow, they can see. Unfortunately, research is showing that when men grow old, they are very miserable. And they complain that their children have neglected them. But I want to take you back. If you did not take care of your children when they were small, you never attended their functions, you never ushered them with small gifts, small things, uliachia bibi yako kila kitu. Wakati watajisimamia, wataangalia nani? Alafu utaanza kusema, huyu mama ameniangalia, hata ameambia watoto wasifanye nini? So I'm urging you, because I'm saying this is a very common trend. Take care, negotiate with your family, with your children. If you are away, tell them, son, I'll be away, but mom will come. What do you need? If you neglect them, you may be in a lot of trouble. Commitment at work. Do you take your work seriously? When you're given an assignment, do you do it well? I told you what the PC told us. If you're told to sweep, you should not only sweep, clean. Because God will bless the work of yours. Because it is this work that gives you bread at the end of the day. However little you may think it is, if you go without a salary for 1 month, is when you know how life is hard. And we just don't work because of money. We also work because Mungu ametuambia, if you don't work, you do not eat. Take your work seriously. The other thing you must do is you must respect your seniors. Very important. At work, respect your seniors. You also must respect each other and you must respect yourself. Learn from the journey. Learn from the mistakes you have made. Who has never made a mistake under the sun? We make bad mistakes. We make bad choices. Don't dwell on them. Learn from them. Have fun along the way. Enjoy your life. You love music. I love dancing. I wish I could dance until 2 days non-stop. You love traveling. If you can, travel. You love sightseeing. You love reading. Have fun. Have fun with your family, with your friends. Life is short. My son was telling me, I keep on talking about him the other day, Mom, why are you car? I told him I can't afford. And he told me something that surprised me. Mom, you know, the problem with you people, people wazazi mnajipendana kujikaushia sana. Sasa mama utazeeka. Alafu utakuwa na dogo. Sasa utanunua vitu. Na utakuwa mzee hata uoni utaweza endesha vitu. I'm working very hard, I want to drive a car. It will give me happiness. That gives me happiness. I'm not saying you buy that, but I'm just trying to have fun as we live. Have a nice meal. Do you know there's people who are so mean, hata hawezi jinunulia chakula kazuri ya kula. Kanguo kazuri. Tumeona watu kama hao. But I'm not saying when you go expensive, we neglect family. But you know we spend so much on our children that we forget ourselves. Yes, have a moment to take a nice shower, and wear nice clothes, have a nice meal. I think positively. The greatest success is in your brain. Have a positive mind. Even when it is dark, have a positive mind. Change your perspective. The way you look at things, change. Be honest with yourself. When there's something that has gone wrong, have a meeting with yourself. How did I contribute? In teaching, we always evaluate ourselves. We are actually evaluated by students. How did you teach? What are the areas you need to improve on? Evaluate even how you take care of your family. What are the areas? At times I am too busy for my children. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to change this. I've not cooked for them in a while. And I find the joy they have when I'm home, cooking potatoes and cooking for them. You get my point? Spend time, change your perspective and learn. Take away distractions. What is distracting you from excelling in what you are doing? Count on yourself. Wacha kusema fulani ndiye alifanya nisifanikiwe, fulani ndiye alifanya nisipate promotion. Wewe uko na maisha yako. Ulizaliwa peke yako? And even if everyone turns against you, uko na maisha yako, which cannot happen. Plan ahead. Avoid getting burnt out. Don't overwork too much. Be realistic. Think big. There's a book called Think Big. Dream. It's good to live in the world of dreams. You live in your capacity to succeed. You have a lot of potential. You dream it, you can do it. Because we are told that success has something to do, something you can imagine yourself achieving. Dream having the best life. Dream having the best family. Then actualize your dreams. Maintain a positive mental attitude. Now when you get discouragement, don't dwell on them. Someone spoke to you badly, don't dwell on it. Someone has disrespected you, wacha kushinda unairudia. Alinifanyia. Listen with the intent to understand. Be a listener. Be the person who listens. And there's an example that is given that when God created us, He gave us 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 1 mouth. You see more, you listen more, you speak. Because when you listen, you are able to understand something from a broader perspective. Umeona kuna watu wanaongeanga na mtu. Anyamazi, asikii, hata ukimwambia point hatasikia. Empathize. Put yourself in the shoes of the other person. Someone has done something. Try to imagine if you're in that situation, would you have done things differently? And we'll talk about empathy. You also say sympathize and help the needy. It is in giving that we receive. Be polite and be humble. Try to be polite. And that's why even when you talk to your seniors, try to be polite. When you talk to your in-laws, of course, it's very important. Now always take the opportunity to say something kind to someone. Seize
morning, have you taught somebody something? Have you taught somebody something positive? Compliment each other, appreciate each other. And there are words that we teach our people, our students, that you must learn to use. Thank you, excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't know whether that is being feminine, but especially when we're relating with each other, learn to be positive. Show interest in others and affection. Be open-minded, be objective. Be optimistic. That is where you are dreaming big. Be sincere. Integrity. Simple definition of integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is seeing you. Doing the right thing. Hata ukiwa peke yako, ukitembea uone takataka, nobody will see, lakini unaokota, si ndio? Doing the right thing even when no one is seeing you. Being honest, being sincere, and of course, fear the Lord. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of. Spend time, go to church, pray, tell God the desires of your heart. He listens. Very important. As I finish, I want to tell you that life is a journey. It's not? It's a journey we are walking. We have a lot of potential and great things are ahead of us. It all depends on your attitude, how you perceive things, and how you want your life to be. And I think that brings me to the end of my presentation. May God bless you, and all may God reward you, and may all your desires be fulfilled. Thank you very much. Are there questions?
Oui.